Greetings friends, I am Advocate Musab Hashmi. Today we will be discussing about the introduction of CRPC, which is the Criminal Procedure Code in the Indian judicial system. Before we begin the topic, we will have two disclaimers. The first one is, please do not do a case or defend your case with merely the knowledge in this video. Visit your local advocate, pay his fees and do the case according to his knowledge. This is merely an academic discussion, and also our judicial system is overburdened. We do not need furthermore litigation. So try to prevent the crime, and if there is any civil litigation, try to solve it on your own by some arbitration or conciliation. Only if it is not getting solved by those methods, then you can come to the courts, because the court system is already overburdened by the lot of number of cases. And the second disclaimer, the rules and departments today in the various countries, none of them are perfect, but those systems are far better than anarchy and lawlessness. The system is being improved on a daily basis from chaos to order. So please bear with the system. Whatever systems we have in place of implementing the law, they might not be perfect today, but that's what we have got, and these might be improving day by day. Then we will be in a much better position in the future, because law is a living field. It is not a dead field. It improves itself based on the changes in the society. Introduction to CRPC. CRPC is the short form of Criminal Procedure Code. It pertains to various laws related to criminal activities if done in India. Many changes and amendments have been done in the CRPC 1973, leading to formation of courts and prevention of crime and improvement in the procedure of conducting the trial or case. There is separation of power. The legislative, the parliament and the assembly, the people who sit in those places, they make the laws, and then we have the judiciary, the various judges and magistrates, and they might make the decisions on those laws, and they are helped by the various advocates who represent various parties in the courts. Both the sides are heard, and nobody is given a punishment without being heard. And then you have the executive, the various departments which execute or implement the orders passed by the honorable courts. The appointments of honorary magistrates has been abolished. And then bonds can be executed by habitual offenders. The written bond saying that they will not do such and such can be written by habitual offenders, especially those doing antisocial things like corruption, adulteration of food and drugs, hoarding of goods and profiteering. Limitation period. Various limitation periods have been introduced in the CRPC in order to minimize the litigation and the burden on the courts. In summons case, if the investigation is not done within 6 months period, then the magistrate can stop the investigation entirely. And then summons in some matters can be sent by registered post, and also free legal aid is given by the government to the poor people who are not able to afford the fees of an advocate. Now we will be dealing with some word meanings which will be helpful to you in understanding the CRPC. These are not the comprehensive list of things. These are the basic things which will help you a little bit. Bailable offense. Those offenses which are mentioned as bailable offenses in the first schedule or any other such law of the land is known as bailable offense. Then charge. Charge is the accusation or the complaint which is made against the accused. Charge sheet. Charge sheet is the list of various accusations and charges which are put by the complainant and the police department after investigation within the limitation period, and then forwarded to the judiciary. Complaint. Allegation against a known or unknown person, but does not include the police report. The complaint is different from the police report. Cognizable offense. Cognizable offense is such serious offense in which the police department and their staff can arrest the individual without the warrant. Inquiry. Inquiry by the court or the magistrate or by any other person appointed by the magistrate is known as inquiry. Investigation. Investigation is that which is done by the police, and it includes collection of evidence by police or any other person other than the magistrate but authorized by the magistrate. Police report. Report forwarded by the police to the magistrate under subsection 2 of section 173 is known as police report. Now we will be entering into the contents of the various chapters of CRPC. Chapter 1. It contains sections 1 to 5. It has preliminary information about title and extent. It extends to the whole of India except exception of few of the states of Northwest and Northeast. Chapter 2 contains sections 6 to 25A. It describes about constitution or formation of criminal courts, classification of offences and who can pass judgments on which offences, like sessions judge, class 1 magistrate, class 2 magistrate, for how much period of duration, if the punishment is there, which judge can pass the judgment. Then you have chapter 3, sections 26 to 35, the powers of court. Powers relating to juveniles, sentencing powers to class 1 magistrates, sentencing powers to class 2 magistrates, etc. Chapter 4A, section 36, powers of police. The power of superior officer of police, who is superior to the officer in charge of police station, can investigate in other police station areas but under his jurisdiction. Chapter 4B, sections 37 to 40, aid to magistrates and police, meaning help to the judges and the police department. If a criminal is escaping from the police department, then it is the duty of the common people to prevent the escape of such criminal and help the magistrate and police department. Prevention of disruption of peace. If the peace is being disrupted, then the common public can help the magistrate and police department in preventing the disruption of peace and harmony. Prevent injury to public property like the railways and telephone department, poles and wires and electricity department transformers. If the public is harming or injuring or damaging the public property, then the common people have to aid the magistrate and the police in protecting these things. Chapter 5, sections 41 to 60 to 60A, arrest of person. The police department can arrest a person if he has done a cognizable offense in front of the policeman, meaning if the crime is committed in front of the policeman, he can arrest him without the warrant or any instructions from the magistrate, or if a reasonable complaint has been registered with the policeman and some credible information is there regarding the crime being committed. Then chapter 6, section 61 to 90, process to compel to appear. This is regarding the summons and warrant. This is the process by which the magistrates can compel the accused to present themselves in front of the court on the specified date and time through warrant, summons, registered posts, etc.
Thank you for staying with TBN News.